madness in my
This is my Chiron review. Is he worth all of the money that he costs to get? What are his moves like? How does he do in the Super Boss? I'm going to answer all these questions for you, so let's get started.
The game is on. No rest until dawn. The rules are clear. Go fast, show no fear. You play the game, you play it fast.
I'd like to start by looking at his skills. So let's look at his basic attack. It's called the Masterful Shot. Make melee attacks on maximum 5 enemies. So this has 386,025 damage once you have him fully upgraded. 1% crit chance, no lifesteal, oh well. So what this doesn't say, though, is that he shoots 3 arrows 2 times. So it does double the damage, which is pretty awesome. I really like it. It also has a little bit of knockback to it. It pushes your enemy back a little bit, and it's just enough to be effective in fights, which I will show you later on. His next one is Stampede. This one is really cool. So it unleashes 4 horses. Strike to all enemies, dealing damage and stun on all enemies on hit. 313,928 damage, 1% crit, and 0% lifesteal. So this one is really cool. It sends these horses flying across the screen and does a bunch of damage. It also stuns them. I'm not sure. Oh, it does say that stun. So yeah, and it's pretty good stun. So that is a very useful special move. Then we have the Ritual Trap. Unleash a trap, dealing damage and slow all enemies on range. So this is also cool. He jumps over kind of like Krampus does on one of his moves, and it leaves this throbbing ice spikes that slow your enemy down. So that is nice. 396,000 damage, 1% crit, no lifesteal. But this is very effective because you can freeze your enemy, you can slow your enemy. So these are good things, and it's also a winter-themed hero, so the freezing and slowing goes with it. And then we have Senatorus Wrap, which I think they meant warp. Instantaneously swaps positions with enemy hero. This is a really unique skill. Before Chiron, only one other hero had this, and that was Bastet. That's another swap for Bastet. And this is really effective because you can surprise the heck out of your enemies, when you're fighting other players anyway, with what happens. And I'll also show you how this can be used really effectively. But these 3 special skills together is pretty impressive, what you can do with them. Now Dark Lord also has a swap ability also, so I feel like DivMob's trying to put that into more heroes now. But they seem to be keeping it in the higher tier heroes. Dark Lord was a limited time gig, which actually you can buy him for $10 right now on their special sale. I don't know how long that'll last. And the Chiron he was $50 just to get him during Christmas. He's in Boss Party now though, so that's good. You can still get him in Boss Party till May 3rd. Anyway, really unique stuff. So now let's get a look at what these look like in action. next thing I want to look at is Arcana items for him. So we tap this, and we can use this. I think that looks pretty darn cool, and it matches his colors very well. Very nice, very nice. This one is just funny. Check this out with the Wings of Justice. Yeah, Wings of Justice. As you can see here, it looks like the wings are coming out of his butt, which I think is hilarious. They're effective to use with him, and the colors sort of go together. I feel like the gold in the wings is a brighter, more of a yellow than a gold, so it doesn't really go with his gold or brass accents very well. So it feels a little off to me. Then this one I think looks really cool with him. I think it fits. I think it fits Freya better, but it's pretty cool with Chiron. And then we have this one. I really like this one. So as far as aesthetics go, how cool it looks, I'm going to have to say that this one is probably my favorite. What I actually end up using the most, though, is the ninjutsu smoke. I mean, it does kind of go with him, because I feel like it's supposed to be gray, but it ends up looking like a blue, which goes with his color. But the reason I use this is hero's attack speed +5. So that's one thing about Chiron, is he is very fast. His speed is 200. That's the same as Seth, okay? And Seth is fast. I believe that's as fast as they get. So we could compare that to Krampus. He's a pretty slow hero, and his is 170, I believe. Let's look. So yeah, he's 170, and he feels a whole lot slower, but whatever. So, and Dark Lord, for reference, is 150, and Dark Lord's quite slow. So there you go on that. Now his damage, his base damage and health is just a little bit more than Secupid and a little bit more than Raijin. Raijin actually has slightly more health and damage. We can look at that real quick if you'd like. Let's see here. So fully upgraded, Secupid has 3.8 and damage is 376. Chiron's got 386 and on his damage and 3.8 million health. So they are close. They are pretty darn close. Actually, that health is the same. He's just got a little bit more damage. And she's known as a very high damage hero, as is Raijin. So Raijin's got 3.808, a little bit lower. Damage is closer to Chiron's. So he's got good damage and good health. Nothing wrong there. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and look at him fight. So you can see I'm taking him against Secupid here, and he jaunts across quite quickly. Ooh, she froze me. So let me go ahead and show you. Ooh, I've avoided that. There's his Stampede attack. You can see that stun's pretty good, and you can see how his basic attack pushes her back. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And then here's his Ritual Trap. So that puts the slow on her. She killed me. But I wasn't really trying to fight him. I was trying to show you his skills. But here's the beauty. I'm going to show you the Centaurus Warp, but also a strategy. So I'm going to wait. Now I'm going to swap positions. So it looks like she still kind of hit me there. But I'm going to get Lick in here to freeze her. And we're just going to take turns. Oops, bouncing her back and forth. Oh, darn it. Oh, I messed it up. But you can see here, that has a little, the Stampede has a little bit of knockback also. So we can just take turns beating her back and forth. She's dead. So that wasn't a great example of that strategy because I kind of messed up hitting the wrong button there. So let me show you again. So I'm going to start out by repeatedly doing this attack. And then as soon as my mana gets to 40, I'm going to swap, I'm going to hit Lick, and ooh, wow, got me. Okay, let's try that again. So the basic strategy with him against non-human players is to go ahead and just do this, and then once my mana gets to 40, I'm going to swap and deploy Lick. Ooh, she froze me, but he's freezing her. Now I'm going to do my Stampede. Oh yeah, and I'm just going to push her back towards Lick. Lick pushes her towards me, and she starts to kind of get on top, and that does happen sometimes, so I'm going to push her back. Hopefully she doesn't kill me. Okay, so he's got her frozen again, and you can slow her down too if you want. That's always helpful, and then just boom, boom. As long as she doesn't kill Lick, you're all good, man. Boom, there you go. That's how it works. And you can adapt that strategy against human players too. They just generally won't walk right towards you. Sometimes they will. But that's the basic strategy and my favorite way to kill him. Now, since he is such a fast hero already, I want to show you what it looks like when you've got his speed stats maxed out. So we've got the Lesser Bloodstone here. It's got plus 30 attack speed and plus 20 speed. There's no other item that gives higher speed stats than this. And then we've got the Ninjutsu Smoke adding an extra 5% speed on top of his 200 speed. So let's see how gosh darn fast he is once we do that. So we go in here and he's just sailing, man. Rolling fast. Bash you. Slow her down. Ooh, she got me. Not fast enough, huh? But I'm not trying to beat her here. I'm just trying to show you how fast he can run. He's pretty fast. His attack speed, look at that. Woo, woo, woo. So cool. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Man, just fast. Beautiful, beautiful, fast. In fact, so my stats are really low because I don't have my high power items. Oh, I was going to try the strategy with this, but yeah, this isn't an effective use. You can't really, I don't think I could really kill Succubid like this. So in real life, you would have to use fewer of these bloodstones. And actually, I would recommend that you use the Chest of Heroism because it has better stats. They're not amazing. It's a purple item. But I would recommend you use that, and because it gives you almost as much speed. Check it out. 30 attack speed, 15 speed versus 30 attack speed, 20 speed. So there's not a huge difference. Plus, 5% crit chance on each one. So maybe we could try the strategy with that. Let's see. I don't know. You know what? Let's do that and throw in a high power item. And I bet we can try the strategy. I think it might work better with all the speed because his attacks go off so quick, you know? I don't think she'll have much of a chance to do anything. So let's do that. Oh, he shoots it so fast. It's crazy. All right, now my mana is at 40. Woo! And we'll do Lick. Okay, whoa. Oh, she killed Lick. Darn it. That's okay. Maybe we can slow her down and nope. I don't think this is going to be effective without Lick. That's okay. Do that Stampede. Man, my attacks are so fast. But yeah, a little bit more damage and I'd be able to do this no problem. Or with Lick. Okay, let's try with Lick. Alright, so let's try the strategy with speed. First thing to notice is my attacks are going off so fast, it's keeping her back longer. See, my mana's at 40, 50, and she's not nearly as close as she was. So let's do this, hit Lick. So Lick's freezing her while I'm frozen. Oh, Stampede, and push her back. Yeah, see, I bet I won't have to move. We'll just push her back and forth. Pretty cool, pretty cool. In fact, she's getting real close to him. Let's do the Ritual Trap and Stampede. Yeah, this will work out just fine. And really, we could introduce... Oh, here's another Lick. Oh, she's so dead now. Haha. Ba-bam. Boom. Actually, I did almost die, but it's cool. It worked. So yeah, he's a super fast hero, and it's fun to see him with super fast items. Now, let's see what he sounds like. I'm going to turn the sound on. Right, so his basic attack. Pretty good. He's making a bunch of noise. Ritual Trap. Stampede. Makes horsey sounds. Okay, my favorite is easily. And Stampede's fun too. I don't know if you could hear any of that. Okay, so Ritual Trap is my favorite sound for sure. Followed closely by Stampede, because who doesn't love horsey sounds, right? Anyway, that's his sounds. I think they did an amazing job. I'm pretty sure all of those are new except for Stampede. I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but I don't know for sure. Sound off in the comments if you recognize that sound. So you get a hero like this, high power, awesome. And of course you're going to take him to the super bosses, right? Well, that may not be such a great idea. Let me show you how DivMob totally nerfed this awesome, expensive hero. So I just want you to watch this and see what happens with his Stampede move. So I'm going in here, I'm fighting Chimera, having a good old time. And then Stampede! It does not freeze him. Look at that. It doesn't freeze him. It does not go all the way over. That is so weird to me. Like, one of his best moves is entirely nerfed against the super bosses. Therefore, he's not good for fighting super bosses. Let me just say that. And lest you think that all heroes that have moves like that, that they are nerfed in the same way, oh no, let me show you Dracula. So we have Dracula here. He's going to fight Ice Golem, and it doesn't matter. It happens on all of them. Look at that. Did you see that? When I do that move, the swipe move, I forget what it's called. Watch. Not that one, although the bats do stop there. Look at that. He goes all the way. Like, what the heck? So my theory on this is Dracula's move, the whole hero jumps over there, and that is allowed. But you notice the bat move, those bats stopped right at the super boss. It's the same place where Chiron's horses stopped. Another thing I want to look at is the artwork, the detail they put into this hero. So let's look at him just standing there. Look, you can see his breath because he's a wintry hero, right? Look at the arrows and his arm, even the string on his bow. The animations are great. So with his bow, the top and bottom parts look like ice blades. So I really love that. Another thing I just noticed just now is on his haunches, his back quarters near his tail. His tail's waving, and his hair does too. But what I noticed was the little leather straps hanging down. Those also are kind of waving with his motions. So cool. And then, I don't know, it's just, there's the little flashes of light around his arrows and the strings when he shoots. His tail and his hair both move in motion or in sync with his body. It's so awesome. Even his 4 legs, like they had to do a lot of animations there to keep all of his legs in sync too. Most heroes only have 2, you know, or some like Raijin float. So yeah, they did an amazing job on this. And even this move, so he's swinging his bow around, but there's that whiff of cold clouds, steam, if you will, I don't know, coming off of it when he swings it. So very cool. So the last thing I want to talk about is pros and cons, and would I recommend this hero? Well, I'm glad you asked. So pros, good things about him. He's fast, speed. I love the speed aspect. I think that's wonderful and awesome. Another good thing is damage and his health. He's got very good damage and health for a super boss character. Super boss hero, sorry. He's got more than Secupid. Now there's reasons why she's better despite that. But he's got good stats, higher than most, I would say. So that's awesome. And his skills, he's got really unique skills. He's flying horses across the screen. The ritual trap isn't so unique, but the Senator Warp sure is. That's only on 3 heroes in the entire game, so that's awesome. And even his basic attack, I think, is more OP than it needs to be. Not only does it shoot the arrows twice, it also has that knockback, which is wonderful. So they did a lot of little things with his attacks and skills that really make him a top-tier hero. Really great, really great. Now, bad things. Cons, bad things about him. So I would say that, got my lick. I would say the worst thing about him is the super boss. He's totally nerfed on the super bosses, because super bosses, when I fight them anyway, I rely on stun to beat them. And his best stun move doesn't do anything. So I think that's a bunch of crap, and I really hate it. I'm afraid it may be the way the game engine is programmed. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like they could still make the stun. They make the damage go. I feel like they could still make the stun affect him. But I know that they do certain things in Super Boss, like your Arcana, for instance, does not... even if you have Arcana equipped, it doesn't work in Super Bosses. So they have little things like that. It is what it is. The other con or bad thing about him is he's expensive. He was $50 at Christmas time. That was very expensive. And now he's in Super Boss, and that's not cheap. So that's... If you don't mind spending the money, if you're going to spend a bunch of money, and you want an awesome fast hero, get Chiron. Now, if I was going to choose, of course, I would recommend, well, I was going to say I'd recommend Secupid if you're going to spend money on Party Boss, but at the end of the day, if you've got Tinker Fairy, you don't need Secupid. So really, Chiron is probably one of the best Party Boss heroes to get right now. If you're not going to try to combine somebody for Titanium, because he's not part of Titanium. And actually, I'd say that's a good thing about him, really. Because once you get him from Party Boss, you don't have to sacrifice him. He is yours to keep. It's not like these other guys, Belial or Gabriel. It's not like them. You get them in Party Boss. If you really like them, but you want to get Osiris, obviously, who doesn't? You're going to have to get them twice if you want to get Osiris and have them. That's a lot of money. So I would say that's a good thing about him, is that he doesn't combine into any of the Titanium bosses, not yet. Titanium heroes, at least not yet. So yeah, or like Horus. Man, Horus and Shiva both are amazing heroes. And if you want Cronus, who's more amazing, then you got to double your money. That's what I think about Chiron. Should you buy him? If you have the money, yes, go do it. So that's all I've got for my Chiron review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Hit that subscribe button, and there's a little bell next to it too. Tap that thing, because that bell means that anytime I make a new video, you get a notification on your phone, so you will not miss anything, especially gift codes. Those are time limited. It'll give you a gift code notification right on your phone. And regardless of any of that, I absolutely want to hear what you think about Chiron or my video or any video. So drop a comment below and let me know what you think. And now it's that time. It's that time. Do you know what time it is? It's time to go open up Epic Heroes War and fight hard.